This is the beginning of a beginner's series of yoga. So today what you can expect is a lot of floor stretching. We're going to get off the ground only probably towards the end. So we're going to start very light to begin. Each week we will level it up. You're welcome to turn your camera on and work together. That way I can give you any tips or tricks along the way. If not, you can always feel free to leave it off, pop any questions into the chat or mute along the way. And yeah, with that said, we have 45 minutes together today. We're going to have about 35 or 40 minutes of yoga and stretching, and we'll finish with about 10 minutes of a guided meditation at the end of class. So you can just get started in an easy seated position, any way that feels comfortable for you. And once you arrive there, just go ahead and close your eyes. I like to start all of my classes with a few rounds of breath to bring ourselves to center, to the space that we're in order to be fully present in the moment for ourselves. We'll take 2 rounds of community breath here together to begin. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Fill your belly and your lungs. And open the mouth. Exhale. Let it go. One more just like that. Deep inhale through the nose. Fill all the way up. Feel the lungs full of air as the heart lifts up towards the sky. And open the mouth. Exhale. Let it go. You might draw one hand over your heart space, one hand over your belly, spot of intuition. Take a moment, to notice your breath and your heartbeat. And we'll take a little check-in at the end of class as well. We'll take one more breath here together. Deep inhale through the nose. Fill the belly and the lungs. And open the mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Bring your hands back down to your legs and open your eyes when you're ready. We'll start to get into some gentle stretches. You're going to extend your right leg out towards the right side of your space and keep the left knee bent, the left foot in towards your right thigh. You're going to take your right hand on top of your right leg and then lift your left arm up over the left ear. If you notice any straining in the low back as you do this, you can always bring your left hand to your left hip. Either way, we're going for a hip stretch and a right hamstring stretch on the right side. It's important in yoga to take poses that feel good for you. So along the way, I'll offer lots of different options. You just take what feels good in your body in this moment. And take a full breath in. Try to soften on the breath out. One more inhale and exhale. Engage the core and slowly start to come back up. You're going to take both hands to frame your right leg and then start to pull your right hip back so that your hips are square towards that right foot. You'll pull your right toes towards the right shin and gently bend your right knee if you have tight hamstrings and you feel any strain. You'll start to walk your hands down towards your right toes and fold over the right leg. A little different version of the stretch here, targeting the hamstring a bit more than the hip this time. In these floor stretches, I like to close my eyes and send breath to the tight areas, allowing the breath to tell the mind, to tell the body that we're calm, cool, and benefit from the stretch. The breath calms the mind, and the mind tells the body just that. Let's take a full breath in here and out. I'm gently going to roll up to seated, and we're going to switch. I'm going to come back to center, bring those hips back to face forward. Extend your left leg out and bring your right foot inside of the left thigh. Make sure both sit bones are rooted down on the earth, so sometimes we tend to shift one way or the other. Take a little moment to check in, and then take that left hand on your left leg, lift your right arm up over the ear. Same option, you can keep the right arm where you have it, or you could bring the right hand to your right hip. Either way, we're getting a nice side body stretch on the right side. We're working into the hips, as well as that left hamstring. Take a full breath in and soften on the breath out. One more inhale and exhale. And gently come up, engage the core, and then start to turn your hips to face that left foot. Pull the left toes towards the shin. Bring both hands to frame the left leg. If you need to bend that left knee, go ahead and do it. And just slowly start to walk yourself down towards the left leg. Again, same options here. You can close your eyes. You can use your breath to guide the body closer to that left leg. Take a full breath in and out. One more inhale and exhale. And gently roll back up to seated. And you'll take both legs wide. Don't worry about how wide they are. They could be right here if that feels good for you. You can have your knees bent if you need to. Pull those toes towards your shin and just sit up nice and tall to begin. Take a full breath in and gently start to walk forward on the breath out. Walking the body closer to the ground, however far you feel a stretch that feels good for you. So yoga is certainly about pushing ourselves, but never to points of pain or discomfort. Just a place that you can feel a good stretch is all. Take a full inhale and exhale. One more breath in and breath out. Final floor stretch here. You're going to bring both legs together towards the front of your mat. Take your hands to your sit bones and just shift the flesh back so that the sit bones are down, rooted on the earth. Sit up nice and tall. You're going to lift those arms forward and up. Press down through the sit bones. Lift up through the heart space. Take a breath in and gently fold forward on the breath out. Again, all these poses can be done with straight legs, but if your hamstrings are tight, you feel any strain, just go ahead and bend the knees. Take a full breath in and out. Last one, inhale and exhale. Gently roll back up to seated and across your ankles. And we're going to come into tabletop position. You're going to come onto all fours. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. You're going to untuck your toes and press the shins and the top of the feet down into the mat. Spread the fingertips wide. Press the palms down and pull your belly button to your spine. Let the crown of the head reach forward as your tailbone lengthens back. Take a full breath in here and out. You're going to start to work into the spine, flowing through cat-cow. On an inhale, you're going to drop the belly, lift the gaze, roll the shoulders away from the ears. And on the exhale, press into the ground. Pull the belly button to the spine, tuck the chin to the chest, and round the upper back. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, roll the shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, press the ground away from you. Pull the belly button to spine, chin to chest. 2 more times. Inhale, cow pose. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine. 1 more. Inhale, drop and open. And exhale, pressing round. You're going to come back to your neutral tabletop position. Long neutral spine. We're going to make our way to child's pose. You're going to bring your knees towards the edges of the mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Sink your hips back towards your heels. And crawl your fingertips all the way to the front of the mat. If you have really tight hips, your hips might not be near your heels. And if that bothers you, you can place a pillow or a block, any support items you have at home underneath the hips to let them rest and benefit from the stretch. In child's pose, the fingertips are spread wide, the palms are pressing down, the hips are pressing back. You're feeling a long neutral spine. I'm going to take a full breath in here and out. 2 more, deep inhale and exhale. Breathe in and out. From here, we'll take a side child's pose to the left. You crawl both hands off the left side of your mat. Notice if you feel any crunching in the left side. Try to lengthen out through the left fingertips a bit more. Going for a side body stretch on the right side, as well as this hip stretch in the child's pose. Take a full breath in here and out. Come back to your child's pose. Bring both hands back through center. We'll take a moment to reset. Breathe in and out. Side child's pose to the right. Pull both hands off the right side of your mat. Start to breathe into that left side body. Deep inhale and exhale. Last one. And those hands back to center. One last child's pose. The full round of breath in and out. You're going to come back up to that tabletop position. Press on up to all fours. We'll flow through cat-cow 1 more time to neutralize the spine. And we'll start to get into some of our kneeling poses. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, roll the shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, press the ground away from you. Pull the belly button to the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. Come back to that neutral tabletop position. You're going to extend your left leg to the back of your mat. Tuck the left toes and start to press back through that left heel. Feeling activation in the left hamstring. Full breath in and out. You're going to step that left foot outside of your left hand for lizard lunge. You keep your right knee down You can always bring your hands to a block or some support item here to start to make some room for your hips. You'll notice my left knee is bent, stacked over the left ankle. Hands are inside the left foot. Right knee is down. Toes are untucked. Take a full breath in here and out. Gonna move that block out of your way if you decided to use it. And then you're gonna start to crawl your hands down the right side of your mat and straighten your left leg to the front of your mat. You're facing the right side of your space. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders, and your right hip is stacked over your right knee. Pressing down through the outer edge of that left foot, you'll lift the left arm up to the sky for a twist. Whenever we twist through the low belly to protect the back. Twists are really good for the low back if you engage the core as you do them. Take a full breath in and out. Bring your left hand back down to the floor, and then walk your hands back towards your right knee. Come up to your fingertips, and then hinge to stand on the right knee. You'll tee your arms out as you get on up. Your left leg is still extended towards the front of the mat. You're going to take your left hand on your left leg and lift your right arm up over the ear for a side body stretch. Take a full round of breath in and out. You're going to come back to those teed arms and then start to bend the left knee and turn the left toes to face forward. You're going to stack your left knee over your left ankle, and your left toes are pointing towards the front of your mat. We're in a modified warrior two. We traditionally take this pose standing, but as we're beginning here today, we're going to take things on the floor this first time through. So in warrior two, the left knee is stacked over the left ankle. And if you look down at your left big toe, you should be able to see it. If you can't, try to shift your left knee a little bit more towards the left. Take a full breath in and out. And I should have said, if you have sensitive knees, you can always place a blanket or a double roll your mat up underneath the right knee. Take an inhale here and exhale. Going to reverse the warrior. Right hand to your right hip, flip the left palm. Go ahead and lift the left arm up and back. Feel a side body stretch on the left side of the body. Take a full inhale and exhale. Take side angle pose. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh and then lift your right arm up over your ear. Notice the beautiful side body stretch in the right side of the body. And you're starting to pull those ribs up towards the sky. Take a full breath in and out. One more time, reverse your warrior. Right hand to your right hip. Lift the left arm up and back. A full inhale and exhale. Come back to your warrior two. You're going to start to walk that left foot towards the front of your mat. Keep the left toes facing the front of the mat and straighten out the left leg. You're going to find triangle pose. You'll press your hips back towards the back of your mat. Lengthen your body forward. Your left hand will come to your shin. The right arm will lift up towards the sky. Beautiful. Take a full inhale and exhale. One breath in and tee back to stand. Breath out. You'll bring those hands back down to the floor, bend into your left knee, and start to crawl yourself back inside of that left foot for lizard lunge. You might have to lift your right knee up in order to turn it back forward. Take a full inhale and exhale. You're going to step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat, just like we did to begin, and press back through that left heel. Take a full breath in and tabletop pose, all fours. Breath out. And take that whole thing on the opposite side. You're going to extend your right leg to the back of the mat. Press back through the right heel. Take a full inhale and exhale. Step your right foot outside of your right hand for lizard lunge. Again, you can come up to fingertips with those hands. You could come up to a block. Those blocks are super helpful to give us a little extra height to work into tight hips. I'll be here for 2 rounds of breath. And then gently start to walk your hands down the left side of your mat. Again, you can always pick the left knee up if it doesn't feel good to twist on it. Hands underneath your shoulders, left knee stacked over the left, or left hip stacked over your left knee, and press down through the outer edge of that right foot. Lift the right arm up to the sky for a twist. Engage the core, twist open. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Take a full inhale and exhale. Right hand back to the floor. Breathe in. Hands towards your left knee. Breathe out. Engage the core. Come to stand on that left knee and tee the arms out. Take a side body stretch to the right. Right arm to your right leg. Left arm up over the ear. Take a full round of breath in and out. Tee those arms back out. Start to bend into the right knee and turn the right toes forward. Warrior 2. In Warrior 2, the right knee stacked over the right ankle. Strong arms, strong gaze forward. Take a full breath in and out. Reverse the warrior, left hand to your left hip. Flip your front palm, reach up and back. Beautiful side body stretch on the right. One full breath in and out. Side angle pose. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Lift your left arm over your ear. Rolling the chest and the ribs up and open towards the sky. Take a full inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Come back to that warrior 2. Strong arms, strong gaze. Breathe in and out. You'll start to extend those right toes towards the front of your mat. Straighten your right leg. Finding triangle pose. Press the hips back towards the back of your mat. Lengthen the body forward. Right hand to your shin or thigh. Left arm to the sky. Taking a full breath in and out. One more inhale and exhale. Gently come back up, tee those arms, bend into your right knee, bring your hands down inside the right foot and crawl yourself back to that lizard lunge. Again, you might have to pick that left knee up to move it and protect it. Once you get there, extend the right leg all the way to the back of the mat one last time. Press back through your right heel. Take a full breath in and out. Tabletop. Right knee underneath the right hip. Flow through one round of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, press the ground away around the spine. Come back to your neutral tabletop position. From here, you're going to tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, your hands are shoulders distance apart. Your feet are hips width distance apart. You might have a generous bend in your knees to begin. In this position, you're thinking about lifting the hips up and back and pressing the heels back and down. Take a full breath in here and out. One more deep inhale and exhale. With the knees bent, you'll slowly walk the feet all the way up towards the wrists for forward fold. We'll take a ragdoll once you get there. Keep your feet hips width distance apart. Bend your knees so that your belly can rest on your thighs and your low back feels a release. Grab opposite elbows and let the head hang heavy. Should be a terrific low back release here. If it's not, bend the knees some more. Take a full breath in and out. One more deep inhale and exhale. Release the hands down to the floor. Slowly going to start to roll up to stand one vertebra at a time. The head will come up last. As you arrive, you'll lift your arms up above your head. Let the palms touch above the head and bring the hands to heart center. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, swing the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, sweep out and up. And exhale, hands to heart center. You might take a moment here to close your eyes. Notice your heartbeat. Notice your breath. What has taken 30 minutes so far of your day to do a little stretching offered you. On your next breath in, lift those arms up to the sky one more time. Open your eyes, look up. And on the exhale, bring the hands to heart center, bend your knees, and fold forward. You're going to cross your ankles and come on down to your mat. We'll unwind and take a little Savasana, and then we'll get into a guided meditation. As you lay on down, just take a full body stretch. Reach the arms back and press the toes forward. And take a full breath in and out. You're going to draw your left knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. And then reach your left arm out to the left and cross the left knee over to the right. We'll take a full round of breath in here and out. One more. Inhale and exhale. And gently roll back to center. Take that full body stretch one more time. Reach the arms back and press the toes forward. Draw your right knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. And then reach the right arm out to the right. Cross the right knee over to the left. You might gaze over your right fingertips. Gently come back to center one more time. This time we'll hug both knees into the chest. Find a soft rock side to side to release the low back. And from here, we'll take a final pose. We'll take happy baby. If you can't reach for the outsides of your feet without your low back coming off the mat, great. If not, just grab for the backs of your calves or your thighs. It's important that the low back stays down on the mat. Going for a little hip stretch here. Draw the knees down. Press the feet up. Take a full breath in and out. We're going to eventually make our way towards Savasana. Final resting pose. You'll extend both legs to the front of your mat. Let your arms come down by your sides, palms face the sky. Savasana is a couple of minutes of rest at the end of every class. Super important so that the body restores from all of the stretches and benefits from them going into the future. So just close your eyes. I'll guide you through a final breath, and then we'll relax, and I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Fill the belly, the lungs, the heart, and open your mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Relax. Shavasana. Now slowly start to come back to your breath. Invite some movement back into the body. Wiggle the fingers, the toes. And then draw both feet to the mat. And gently rock off into fetal position on either side. Take your top hand to your heart space. Take a moment to connect with your heartbeat. Show yourself love and gratitude for taking this time for you today. So incredibly important. And press your hands up, or you'll press your hands into the ground and come up to an easy seat, keeping your eyes closed. And place your hands over your heart as you arrive. We'll take a final breath here together. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Fill the belly, lungs, heart, and soul. Open your mouth. Exhale. Let it go. With love and gratitude to ourselves and each other, we bow together and say, Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me for that yoga practice. We have about 8 or so minutes left for a guided meditation. If you want to stay for guided meditation, great. If not, hope to see you again next week. You can let me know.
Thank you so much. It was so
Thank
nice
you.
to have you all to myself.
Yeah,
That
thank
was really,
you.
I have to do
Awesome.
it in my office at work, so I hide over in a corner so nobody can peek in.
Oh, well, you're
So,
always welcome. Go ahead.
do there's different teachers for the class, correct?
For the Tuesday class, I'm this teacher for Tuesday's yoga. There are different classes every day that have different teachers.
Gotcha. Wonderful. Well, we'll see you back here on Tuesday. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye bye. And so if you stuck around for the guided meditation, all you're going to need is yourself and an easy seat any way that's comfortable for you. We're just going to do a counted breath today, nice and easy to begin. Over the next few weeks, we'll get into some different guided meditation exercises. So find that comfortable seat. You can lay down, you can sit up, just feel comfortable. And close your eyes as you arrive. All I'd like you to do from here is just notice your breath, the rise and fall of your chest. Noticing the expansion of the chest as you breathe in, the contraction as you breathe out. Just being mindful of the breath, one of the most powerful tools that we have. From here, I'm going to invite you to breathe a counted breath that I'll guide you through. It'll be an inhalation for the count of 4, a hold for the count of 4, an exhalation for a count of 4, and another hold for a count of 4. If you can breathe in and out of your nose the entire time. If it feels better for you to breathe out through the mouth, feel free to do so. Give both a try. Before we start, you'll exhale all the air from your lungs, completely empty out. And then take a deep inhale through the nose for 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. And hold 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 4. And hold 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. And hold 2, 3, 4. I invite you to continue this breath on your own, guiding yourself through. If you get lost along the way, return to a breathing pattern that serves and feels comfortable for you. Go ahead and finish up your last round. And as you do, place one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. Bring your attention to your breath. Notice any shifts in your energy. I'm taking a couple of minutes here of breath work for you. You can place the hand that's over the belly, over the heart, one on top of the other. We'll take a final breath here together. Deep inhale through the nose. Fill the belly, the lungs, the heart. Open your mouth. Exhale. Let it go. With love and gratitude to ourselves and each other, we bow together and say, Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me in a yoga practice and meditation for beginners, our series 1. Look forward to seeing you next week for the second part.